Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. A lot of you guys really love my yarn hammock that I have that I store all my yarn in, and you guys have been asking me for years how I made it, and I freestyled it, so I never really knew how to make a tutorial. But since I've moved out and I need a new one, we're gonna do a tutorial and I'm gonna show you guys how to make a yarn hammock. This yarn hammock is perfect for crochet storage, plushie storage, yarn storage, crochet project storage. There's just so many different ways you can use this hammock and I love it so much. It's relatively easy. This is gonna be a very beginner friendly tutorial, so if you are new to crocheting and you have a new yarn collection that you don't know what to do with, this is the perfect video for you. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this yarn hammock. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with materials, you will need yarn. I'm using this, I love this chunky yarn from Hobby Lobby, and I prefer to use chunky yarn for this project just because it builds up faster and I think that it looks pretty cool. But you can use whatever type of yarn you'd like. Then I'm using my 5.75 hook because that's what my yarn calls for, a darning needle, and some scissors. And that's all you need for this project. So we're going to be working up our yarn hammock in treble crochets, and we're going to start off with the magic ring. If you don't know how to do a magic ring, this is how you do it. You're going to grab your yarn with your two fingers, wrap it around your index and your middle finger so it creates an X, and then you're going to go under one loop and grab the other loop, pull it up, pinch it, and let everything else go. And here you've created a magic circle. From here you're going to chain 4. To chain, you wrap around your hook and pull through, and you're going to do this a total of 4 times. So that was 1, here's 2, 3, and 4. And this counts as our first treble crochet. We're going to do 3 into the magic ring. So to do a treble crochet, you're going to wrap around your hook twice. You're going to go into the circle, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 more. So that's 2. We're going to work 1 more, so I'll show you guys one more time. Wrap around twice, go into the circle, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So now we have our first cluster of 3 treble crochets. Now we're going to work our second treble, but in between each treble we're going to work 3 chains, so chain 3. And then we're going to repeat what we did here by doing 3 trebles into the magic ring. Now you can pull your magic ring tight by pulling this tail. And then you're going to chain 4. Your chain 4 counts as a treble crochet. Turn your work. And then you're going to work 2 treble crochet stitches since this chain already counts as 1. And we're going to be working them into this first treble crochet. So wrap around twice and work 2 treble crochets into this stitch here. Now into this chain 3, we're going to work 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles. This is where the point of our hammock is going to be, so that's what you're always going to work into this chain 3 space. So we're not going to chain anything, we're just going to go straight into it with 3 trebles. Chain 3, and 3 more trebles. So now we're going to work 3 trebles into our turning chain. That is this very last chain. You're going to count up 4, but if you get a little bit confused by that, don't worry about it. You can just work into the space, but I'm going to work 3 trebles into the chain 4. And here you can kind of see your hammock forming. We're just going to be repeating these rows over and over and over again until we get the size. I will show you guys a couple more rows and then I will let you guys go. So we're going to chain 4, turn your work, and then to the same stitch we're going to work 2 trebles, And then in this next gap in between the two clusters, we're going to work 3 treble crochets, no chain in between. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And then, as always, this is going to be our 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles. You'll know you get here when you have this big long chain. So I'm going to do my 3 trebles. Chain 3, 3 trebles. And then into the next gap, we're just going to work 3 trebles. And then in our chain 4 space, or into this next gap, you're going to work 3 trebles. And that is basically it. I will put timestamps on the video so you guys, if you're a little bit confused, you can just rewatch it and repeat our rows. But moving on to our next row, we're going to chain 4, work 3 trebles into the first stitch, 3 trebles into this gap, 3 trebles into this gap, 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles, 3 trebles into this gap, 3 trebles into this gap, and then 3 trebles into the chain 4. So you're just going to keep building this, and you'll notice that every row that you add, your spaces in between your chain 3 will become more and more and more. I will leave you guys to it. Again, I'll leave timestamps on the video so you guys can repeat the last row that we just did. And you can make this as big or as small as you want, and I will come back when I achieve the amount of rows that I want. Okay guys, so I finished up my rows and I did 10 rows. I made mine pretty small this time because I'm in a smaller space, so I didn't think I had to make it too big, and I can always go back and add rows. But now I'm going to show you guys how to finish it off. To finish off, you're going to just chain 1 from where you left off and cut your yarn. Leave a long tail for sewing in, and then you can just pull through. And now the last step is weaving in all your loose ends so you can find which side you want to be the good side and which side you want to be the bad side. I've decided that this is going to be the bad side, so this is where I'm going to sew in all my loose ends. And to sew in your loose ends, you're going to take your darning needle and you're going to put your yarn through it, and then you just kind of go through random stitches to hide that tail. And then once you do that, you can just cut your loose end. And you should only have 2 loose ends on this project unless you were switching colors, so weaving in the loose ends isn't too bad for this project. And there you go, that is how you make your yarn hammock. If you want to hang it on your walls, you can use thumbtacks or command hooks, and you would just hang these 2 edges and this one up. And I actually think I will show you guys right now how I hang mine up. So here's what it looks like on. Basically what I did was I did the 3 command hooks, and then I just hooked them into the stitches, and now you're able to just put whatever yarn you want in here. And I like to do the side ones a little bit higher than the middle one, so then it kind of creates this divot in the middle that holds the yarn a little better. But yeah, that's how you crochet a yarn hammock. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I loved making this tutorial for you guys. I hope everything was easy to understand. Make sure to leave a comment if you guys have any questions or concerns, and I will be sure to answer your comments. You can hang up your yarn hammock with thumbtacks or command hooks. I hung up my old one with thumbtacks and it held up 10 pounds of yarn easily, so it's pretty easy to hang up on your wall. Again, let me know if you have any questions or concerns or comments, any recommendations for further videos, and I will see you guys next Wednesday for our next video. Until then, bye. I love you guys so much.